After seeing this movie, I will never, ever go to any haunted house attractions, ever. Haunt. So Haunt is a low-budget horror film that came out this year. This took from the writers of A Quiet Place, and it's produced by Ila Roth. And basically this movie sets in Halloween, where this teenager's going to this haunted house attraction that's at the end of this road, and they just want to have a good time, get scared and all that stuff, and they find out when they go inside, they are trapped in this haunted house, and also the people who are running this haunted house may have some tricks on their sleeves. So they have to figure out, are the attraction moments real or fake? Now, I never heard of this movie at all. I haven't seen any advertisements for this movie. All I heard is Chris Stuckman's review for this movie, and he said this movie was fantastic horror film. So I went to go see Haunt myself. Now, I love horror films. Horror films is one of my favorite genres, probably my top 5 favorite genres. I love getting scared. Most horror movies this year have been pretty mixed, and there are some horror films this year that I didn't like and someone else loves it, like Midsummer. I hated it. I'm sorry, I hated that movie, and some people like the movie. So I'm very curious to see Haunt. I heard a lot of good things about it, so I want to go see this movie with an open mind without seeing any trailers at all. I just want to see it blind, and I gotta say, guys, probably with us this year, this is my favorite horror film this year. This will be on my top 10 best list for sure. This movie is extremely underrated. This movie was great. I enjoyed Haunt more than I thought I would, and that's very surprising, and this is one of the best blind watches I have seen all year. What is really great about this film is that this is not just a horror film, this is a mystery film as well. With these teenagers going into a haunted house, they're not just getting terrorized by those people who are running this attraction, they're also figuring out the mystery. Are the kills fake or real? And I love that mystery aspect with Haunt in this film. Let's talk about the characters in the film. Now, everyone, for the most part, did such a great job. There were some characters that I feel like they're just characters. This movie, some of the people felt like real people. I think the main girl in this film really stole this movie for me, because she has a very haunting past as well. She got abused by her boyfriend, she has abusive parents, and I felt bad for her throughout this entire film. You do root for her and her friends to get out of the situation they're in, because most of the friends in this movie, you do root for them as well getting out of the situation. And that's like a breath of fresh air. That is great. We get really good characters in this film, but also the evil guys in the film who run the attraction did a really great job. They made those guys really terrifying without revealing any jump scares. There were some jump scares, but mostly this movie is scenery, and that's what's great about this film, is that they didn't use too much false jump scares. Actually, some of the scares are really effective, because there are some scares in the movie showing, is that thing supposed to be fake or real? You know what I mean? Like, they're showing that aspect, and that's what's really great. Like, it gives you more attention with the scares. And yes, this movie was actually surprisingly brutal. Like, oh my god, there were some moments when I'm like, oh my god. Like, literally, I was literally closing my eyes in a couple of glory scenes of this movie. That is amazing, guys. I'm surprised how underrated this movie is, and I think people should go see Haunt. This is one of the most underrated horror films of 2019. I would say this should be on my top 10 best movies of 2019. Definitely, that is for sure. Literally, I never expected a movie like this about people going into a haunted house and shit happens good. Like, I never expect that type of concept to be actually good. Guys, overall, I know it's a bit of a short review, but that's my thoughts on Haunt. I freaking enjoyed this movie. This movie is very underrated. It's one of my surprising films of this year. The scares are great, the story aspect was great, the mystery aspect was also great. There were some great twists and turns in this movie. The characters are great in the film. Overall, guys, this is a really fun, entertaining horror film that I think you should invite your friends over and watch together. Or watch this in a theater, definitely, because I watched this film in a very low budget theater, and I gotta say, this is worth seeing at that price. I'm going to give Haunt an A-. Because I would say one of my flaws in the movie that there are some characters that feel like characters in the film. But guys, let me know down below if you have seen Haunt. If you like the movie, hate the film, or you haven't seen it, just let me know in the comments below. The people who haven't seen it should see this film. Make sure you guys follow me on Facebook, Stardust, Instagram, Twitter. Keep contacting me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, notified for my latest reviews. And have a nice day.